don't wanna play me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by.
The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 25-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that's complete to Adams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his this opening quarter. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. The catch made by Miller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Check. 49.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. His throw incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing. A couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky dancing to his left. There goes. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll run it with Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On first down, it's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down now, it's Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on third down, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side. 30, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep them on.
And now look at him go. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And Robinson with a big catch. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 52 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Lock in. 6-6. Bullet hop.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Anthony Miller with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down, 6.
Again, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw. Fields. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, you got 3 out, 3 out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Adams has it complete. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll go again to Jones.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, switch.
Now it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
27 yards there, a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. On 1st down, Trubisky steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Packers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a handoff working right. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On the return is Cohen. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Being chased out left. And the catch made by Johnson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point attempt to come here. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Late stages, and the Titans now out in front. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Cohen. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed